everyone, Cheryl here today with KaDoodle Book Designs, and today we're going to be working with the sweet little cutie KaToodles panda little girl. And so if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you, and if you'd like, you can subscribe, and that way you will won't miss out on any of my new videos. I do try to do videos daily. Or have them post mostly during the week. Sometimes I get them on the weekends. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm glad to have you here, and thank you. And so if you haven't subscribed, please do. And let's go ahead and get started. So for this little panda, I want to go over some of the paper that I'm using. I promised to kind of write that down and try to remember. So for all my white pieces, I am using American Crafts. It's a textured cardstock, and it's just the white. I usually flip it over because I like the smooth side, and I do have a ton of it. So I figured, and I keep a lot of scraps, so I do use that. So on the black, I believe I'm using the black, this is the black Eclipse from paper Temptress. I used that on quite a few of my designs. And then I'm also using the light pink, is from paper Temptress as well. That one is gosh, the name on that one I'm not sure, but I am using on this one, it's a textured, or it's a mountain rose, I believe, and this is a text weight, so it's real thin, but it cuts really nice. She does have a heavyweight one as well, and I can show you that. So this is the heavier one, but I didn't want to use the heavy. It's real thick, but it cuts good. I don't even know if you'll be able to see that, but anyways, and I think it messes up my lighting. Whoops, there's the lighting. Let's see if we can change that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, sorry you guys. So, and then the next one I used is this other textured cardstock, and it's also from paper Temptress as well. This is for the bottom and the top of the little toy. And let's see, am I missing? Oh, the eyes are micra metallic, and it's thick as well. I mean, it's a really thick cardstock, but it's very pretty. And the lighting, because of the lighting and the color, see how it changes my lighting? Watch. Whoops, by bringing that in. But anyways, not see how it, oh, come on, there we go. Okay, so anyways, those are the papers that I used. The dark pink is basil, and it's called Fussy, and that's it. So let's go ahead and start distressing and so forth. So I did leave some pieces to do to kind of show on her. And so for the black, most of you know I do like to use the white pigmented ink. This is the color box, and so I just use the white. There's a lot of different whites out there. This one I don't need a dauber if I use it. Now I do have the Stampinup craft one. It's pigmented as well. I could use that, and then I would use a dauber. So I just did the edge, and see how really pretty that looks. In person, it's just so pretty. And so I did all the black like that. And then for the white, I did a two-step on this white. So on the white, I wanted, because, and you may not see, I'm going to move this one light. Let's see. Yeah, you could see it a little bit. So there's pink and a little bit of gray. So what I did was I just came in a little bit with the rounded dauber with Pretty in Pink. That's just one of Stampin' Up's old color. You can pick any colors you have in your stash. I try to tell everybody that, you know, you don't have to go out and buy colors. Just try to pull what you have, and you can do it that way. So there's her tummy. And then I did pull the Brilliance ink, the Starlight Silver, and that's on the dauber. And then just kind of came in around the edge a little bit. You know, it's funny because when I used to just do all die cuts, like using the metal dies, I would cut all white cardstock and then color it all and use Copic markers and do that. I mean, that's an option. I've actually done that in the Cricut where I've cut them all, but I've airbrushed them. And I probably could do a video on that, just showing how you can airbrush the pieces. I haven't done that in a long time. Okay, so we have the little tummy done and ready. And then here's our backer piece. So we're gonna go ahead and start layering on this piece. So I did that. So for the white, I did the pink and that starlight silver just on the face, the muzzle, and the tummy, and the little inner ears. And that was it. The glue I'm using is Art Glitter Glue. I just buy it off of Amazon. I found it that it was cheaper on Amazon because I did buy the bottle. It came with the bottle, the little pin that goes in the top, and then the huge refill for it. So, and my bottle does look a little old. I've refilled that. I just refilled it right now. And so it's been refilled, I think, 3 times now. That's how much glue I go through. So I'll have to buy some more soon, because I like to make sure I have enough glue. I use it on, not just on this, but I've been using it on like when I make stuff as well. Like when I'm using score tape or the red tape, I'll use that as well. Okay. So we've got her ears on. So the next thing we want to do is add her arms. And if you're not full screen, I try to tell you, click on the little box on your screen if you're on a cell phone and go ahead and do full screen. That way you could see everything. Sometimes I tend to come down some because it's closer to me and it's easier for me to see. But I know if you're not full screen, you won't see, and you'll be like, she's not in where I can see. And so I'm trying to remember to let you know. If you have any questions, you can always drop me a comment, and then I'll answer, go ahead and answer as best as I can. So we have our arms on. Let's go ahead and get these legs on as well. And I just add the glue right to the base. I don't do it all the time, but you'll see that a lot of times I do. I don't know, I just find that it's easier for me. And then there's some things that I actually have to put the glue on. But I do make a mess with glue, so. Yep. All right, so I think that looks pretty good, hopefully. Okay. I'm thinking that's fine. I could kind of see right here, but if I ever have any white or anything, I can come back in with a marker and just have that be dark. So I don't really, a lot of times I don't worry about if there's a little bit of white showing, because I can come in with a marker and it's super easy to just go ahead and do that. All right, so now we have the arms, the ears, and the legs on, and now we can add our body. So I'm going to bring that body up a little higher. And the size on this, I'm trying to also remember to let you know when I sized this panda, you know how all your pieces come into, if you're in Cricut Design Space, how they all come into one box. The box size on this is 5 inches by 6.59 inches, but she measures she's 3 1/3, probably 3 3/8 inch. And she's, how wide is she? I don't know. She's not quite 2 inches wide. We'll just say 2 inches wide. So that's how big she is. And so she's perfect size for what I'm working on. I needed her for a scrapbook. And so that's what I wanted her for. So we've got on her body now. Now we can go ahead and place her head on. So we'll just get this done. And I'm going to line up these sides. So if you're new, it's nice. If you're new to the SVGs, the one good thing about KaDoodle designs that I love, even with doing as many as files that I've done, I still love the backer pieces. I mean, I could put them together without it, but I love the backer pieces. You know, it's just nice to have, and I don't know. But anyway, so I do like having that. And so it's almost like putting a puzzle together. So it's quite fun. So I'm going to leave a little room on her muzzle for me to slide in her eyes. And I'm just going to bring that down about right like so. Just try to get it, whoops, not too low. And now I still have the top up a little bit. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and see where I want this little patch at. I want to add some eyelashes to that side as well. So what I'm going to do is kind of see, I'm thinking I want to start them. Well, I want to make sure that's where I want this patch first of all. So that's her little patch, and it's going to go right about there. So I could come in, because I do a eyeliner. So you could come in and eyeline it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is I want to put, and this is not the right pin, so I'm going to just grab a few lashes and stick them just like so. So I'm going to I wanted to put those, it kind of gives me the shape, and this pin's a 03, so I did not want to use that. So what I want to do is kind of just come in, and this pin's running out. This is my favorite pin, you guys. So I'm going to have to order another one. I could already tell. See how it won't do the lashes, and when I come back in, it ends up being really quite different. So let's, yeah, see, it won't do the full. So let's see. I didn't want to grab the wider pin. I'm going to end up placing an order, I guess. I'm going to order the 005 and the 003. The 003 is finer. So let's just see what that kind of looks like. It'll give us an idea, and it looks like a little mess. Which, hey, that's okay. So I'm going to try to come in. I think I have a 02, the smallest. I thought I had a 01, 08. I should have 6. I got a set of 6, but I think when I do the next one, 2, 4, 6. Okay, 01, there it is. We're going to try this 01. I don't really use this one very often, but okay. I feel like, gosh, I came back and all my pins are ran out. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking that's fine, because now I could just come in and try to curl those. Okay, so I'm thinking that's okay. All right. The other way to do it, I've done it a couple different ways. But I need that to come over and probably up. We're gonna go like so. Okay. Is that really where I want that? Okay, let's see if we get the other eye in there. So I'm gonna use, whoops, I don't need that side, but I do need this. So now, so we kind of want we kind of want to slide these eyes in, and then we want to just kind of place them however you like. So it's not like what I'm doing. You could, like, if you don't like what I'm doing, you could always change it. I usually swoop the one end up a little bit, and then I always butt them together. Now, a lot of people leave them apart. That's fine too. It's really, I believe it's a preference, you know, of whatever you like. Now, we could slide them down more. We could have brought this up a little bit more, or the eyes probably could have come down a bit. And see how I'm putting indentations? That's because the glue has already started to set. So I think I'm just going to leave them like that and call that good. Okay. So for the eyelashes on this side, I'm using 01 now because, of course, my favorite pen is not wanting to cooperate. So usually what I would do is you could always come right off the black and do your marks. I don't know, sometimes I find when I do that, they come out a lot darker. So I guess it really depends on what look you're going for with them. But to tie them all in, I'll come in with a little bit of liner on this side even. And then I always add the liner to the other side. And then I'll do the chalk as well. So I do like to try to remember to clean up. Whoops. And see, this one doesn't have enough glue. So we'll actually, that usually doesn't happen to me on the, especially on the eyes, because I have it like right now. It comes out. That right there will ruin the pins too, those Micron pins. If you don't clean up around the eye and you go to use the pin and you get glue on them, you'll have to make sure to get the glue off the pin. But yeah, it's nice to try to wait a little bit. So let's come in with the 05. I'm going to come in with 05 for this eyeliner. And see, I could see the glue right on this pin. And it just pulled a little bit up. Okay, so let's finish these eyes up pretty quick here. Oh no, are you kidding? Oh, you gotta be joking. Oh my. I gotta say, my gosh, my pens. I know I use them a lot, but boy, I'm having the hardest time. I can't tell you. All right. Hopefully that looks good. Let's grab some chalk. I'm using Stampin' Up's chalk and just a shading tool. And I'm going to bring in some black. And then just kind of blow that off. And you could add a little bit over here, the leftovers. Our little patch eye. Okay. Thinking that's okay, right? Yeah, I don't know. That one's the 01. I just started using this one. I don't know that I've used this much, but it could be, like I said, if you've got the glue and you don't let it dry, that will do it. But anyways, I'm going to leave it. And she's got quite a few lashes. Now you could always come back in on the black and get those to meet up with the others. And there we go. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and add her little black dots here. Might as well get those on now. Okay, so we can go ahead and add her eyes. I love this shimmer. I love the shimmer paper. So the metallics. They're so pretty. Okay. All right. So I think we've got her eyes. We'll just let those sit for a minute. And let's go ahead and get her nose on. I can hear my dog snoring upstairs, you guys. Our Misha girl. She's a chow chow, but she's so cute. Okay. All right. Sorry, I can't help but laugh. It's just funny because I'm down below and I can hear her. Okay, we're going to use, I'm using E50 or E31. It's just a Copic marker. It's just a big brick beige. And I'm just going to use that for the bottom and the top of this little thing for the toy. And then I'm actually going to come in with the blender and I'm going to blend that out. Now, if you have a nice tan that you could use, or whatever color you're choosing to do this, I mean, you could even do it in a different color. If you're doing the boy ones or whichever, you could just change out the color. But I knew I had markers, so, and I have the Copic, so I figured I could just use that. So now for these, I left the white alone. The pinks, I just came in with the markers, and you could even use the dauber, like whatever's left on my pink dauber. Where did it go? It's right here. So I'll just use like on the pink one here. I'm going to move her up. I just kind of did like so. So that one takes care of, that's the dark pink. That was that fussy pink. So on these lighter ones, I did use, well, I left a pin out. Where'd it go? So I used Copic. And so we can do like this one. This one is just RVO2. It's kind of a bright pink. And so you could do that. Or you could come in with a different shade. I have RV21. It's really kind of up to you, whatever. Or if you just want to distress them all the same. And I think I already lost a piece. Oh, nope, there it went. I'm always good for losing pieces, so it wouldn't surprise me. So I would not be shocked. But I always make do, so it's all right. Okay. So, like, if you don't like the way that one looks, you could come in. I have some lighter pinks. I just didn't pull them for this video. Okay. There's two pieces in this video, two pieces in this file. And it comes with this one and the one that's in the crib. They're super darling. Here. Boy, I'm making a mess. Okay, so we're going to add that little bottom piece. If I can talk this morning. That's what happens when you're out of the loop and you haven't done a video for, it seems like forever for me. And it's probably been, I don't know, I try to do videos like a couple times a week. And then I have them set out for the whole entire next week or 7 days. They'll get me. Usually I can get through 7 days. So, and they'll just be set to go up. So it helps when I can just do them all at the same time, or most of them. Then sometimes if I'm doing something else, I may share that, but with the SVGs, I try to get those all done together. Yeah. So this weekend, I'll probably prep for a bunch for Monday. So today's Friday, and usually all my videos are done on Monday, and I had to do them all today. So even one of my ones that went up Friday was done Friday. Anyways, so I think it's the white next. And you could overlap those if you want, like, it's really, however. And then we're going to put the little piece right here. And then this one will go right there. And then I'll just show you the white, adding the white, the bow. We'll do the bow. We can add her little hands. So I've got all those pieces. I'm going to go ahead and add her little hands. And then she gets a heart. I put a little heart. The little heart is from, I'll show you. So the things that I'm using to embellish with are, I'm going to use the Robin's Nest Creative Dewdrops, and these are in the pinks, and they just come in a different. And then this is Maker's Movement Confetti Shaker. These are for your, like the shaker cards. I like to use these in all the crafts, though, so I don't just limit them to what they're made for. I want to use them on other things too. And so that's kind of what I try to do. So I'm going to add a little heart down here. I just thought a little heart would be super cute. So we'll add one there. And then we're going to go ahead and do her bow really fast. And then I did pull some glitter. And I'm not sure if I'm glittering this one up, but I'll show you the glitter and we can see. Okay, so I'm going to add her bow. So I'm going to add some glue to the back and place that kind of like so. Okay, and then just press that down a little bit. Sometimes I've even left them where they're not down, and I just press down in the middle. Okay, and so for the center, I added the dewdrop. Usually I pour them in a dish. Not today. So you can pick what color you like. I'm just going to put that one. I think on the other ones I used the light pink, but that's all right. So, and then this just comes with a lot of different shapes. If you put them in a glass dish, you could just get them back in the jar so easy. And, okay. So that's that, and I made her little, come on, her little heart came off. I hit it. All right, so let's get her white dots with the Posca paint pen. And so we're gonna do the dots right here. And then some dots on her ears. I like to do, and then we'll do a couple dots and a little, and on her nose. And then she does need some very faint cheeks. The other two I kind of did overboard, but we'll see. We'll kind of get her some light ones, maybe. There we go. Okay. You could do three dots, or you could do one dot. It's really up to you. I don't know. I'm so used to the 3. It's like I just do 3. Okay. And then if you want to add glitter, I have so much glitter that's why I try to use some of that up. Just because I wasn't using it for a long time, and I thought, gosh, if I put it close to me, I'll grab it and maybe use it, and I have been. So it's been nice to have it like right near me, right next to me. So you can just add a little glitter, and I'm not worried about that. Usually I'll do it over a glass dish too, and I'm not doing that today. And then her eyes. The last thing to do would be if you want to add the glossy accents to her eyes. Now you can add it to the entire eye. I think on this one, I'm going to try that. And then I guess I could show a picture. So typically I do the black. Sometimes I'll do the entire eye. And in this one, I'm going to do the entire eye. Sometimes I want to do something different. And if you have a bubble, bring it up where you're going to put the white. And that way, when you go to add the white marker to the top of this, that's what I love about those markers too. Because you can go right over this glossy accents with the white marker once it dries. So there you have it. And so I do hope you enjoyed my video today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and let me know what you thought. And I do thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. Bye-bye.